the name of the shelter.
Virginia Beach Animal Care and Adoption Center.
And it's off of Bird Neck.
It is 341 South Bird Neck Road.
And what type of animals do you take in?
We take in any domestic animal that is surrendered or picked up as a stray. We're required by law to take in any animal that somebody wants to surrender to us, like dogs or cats or bunny rabbits or sugar gliders or geckos or you name it. We have at times chinchillas and guinea pigs. You name it, we've got it.
Okay, so can you tell me a little about the adoption process here?
In order to be able to adopt, we have just a few requirements. You have to be over 18 years old with a photo ID with your current address on it. If you have resident cats or dogs, you have to provide us with a copy of their rabies certificate and city license if it's applicable to the city that you live in. You can always check your city's ordinance to see what the animal licensing laws are. And then the third requirement is if you're renting or even if you're buying your home, you have to provide us with a copy of the lease. Or if you're buying your home, you have to be able to provide us with proof of a mortgage payment. And that can be done just pulling up your bank online and showing us that you're making payments.
Oh, that's interesting. So another thing I was curious about is fostering.
Okay. Our foster process, you have to be an active volunteer.
Okay.
So you have to go through our volunteer training process. The volunteer program is done through the City of Virginia Beach, and the police department. So the application is done here, it gets notarized, it's forwarded to the police department. Police department then calls you in, they'll do a background check, take your fingerprints, take your picture, all that is forwarded back to us. And then within a few weeks, you go through the training. Once the training is done and you are a full-fledged volunteer of ours, then you can apply for the foster program. So it's not an immediate process. It could take anywhere from 3 weeks to 2 weeks to 3 weeks to 2 months. It depends on how backed up we are.
Okay. So this is kind of with the fostering, but so you go through the volunteer program and then
You apply to be a foster.
apply to be a foster. What are the requirements to be a foster once you're a volunteer? Like
Well,
backyard and stuff like that?
If you're going to foster dogs, you have to have a fenced-in backyard. If you're going to foster cats, your resident animals, of course, in any circumstance, have to be up to date on their rabies and city license. If you're going to foster kittens or cats, it's really helpful to have a dedicated room that they can run around and play in, and it's even more helpful if you don't have carpeting for kind of obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. There was one more question and I forgot what I was going to ask. Do you have any questions?
This is just me because I don't really. What's a sugar glider? I don't know what those.
It-
I don't know what those
It
are.
looks a little bit like a squirrel with like almost wings. It's like a squirrel with wings.
Have you seen the video of the little squirrel-looking thing that's silver that flies into the person's hand?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's the sugar
Okay.
glider.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of our exotic animals, when they come in, for instance, snakes, we will, and sugar gliders, and just the very exotic animals, we will try and send them off to a rescue that specializes in that. A lot of the specialized dog breeds we get in, like maybe bull terriers, things like that, we will try and find local rescues or any rescues willing to take them in. So a lot of times we'll send maybe a full-blooded German Shepherd, we'll send them to a German Shepherd rescue. So we try and do that as often as possible, which of course decreases the population at the shelter, which is always a good thing, because we will often take in animals that are otherwise not extremely adoptable. Those dogs are very adoptable.
Yeah.
So we'll move them on to a dedicated rescue in order to make room here for other less adoptable animals, like some pit bull mixes.
I love pits. They're
Yeah,
so
they can be
sweet.
wonderful, but they have a bad reputation, and a lot of times they come in with issues, and they need to be worked with for a long time. So we do the best we can to ensure that any animal that comes through our doors has a chance at a wonderful forever life.
That's how kind of mine is. I have a pit mix,
There
and
you go.
the only dog he gets along with is my other dog.
Yeah, yeah. So
Well,
we do the
unless
best we
it's
can.
Smaller.
Yeah, unless it's tiny.
Yeah, we have hundreds of dedicated volunteers that work wonders with these animals.
So I have another question
Sure.
about the volunteer program. So what do you actually do for the volunteer program? So you apply for it, but what do you
That's the
do?
easiest question you've asked, because a volunteer can do anything they want to do. We have volunteers that come in, all they do is sit and open up newspapers for us, because we go through a ton of newspapers every day. We have volunteers that come in, all they do is go in the colonies and play with the cats that might be in there. We have volunteers that come in, all they want to do is just top off the water and
Well,
scoop the
better.
poop. So,
Battery? Okay.
okay.
We'll charge it when I get home.
Okay.
There was one more question I was going to ask. Oh, do you have, like, because I want to be a veterinarian, do you have
Mhm.
any, like, do you, like, outsource to a veterinarian, or do you have a veterinarian?
We have a staff veterinarian, and we have a full-time vet tech. So we do probably, on our surgery days, we do anywhere up to 15 surgeries a day. Spay and neuters.
I love spay
We
and
do,
neuters.
we do dental surgeries. We do all kinds of stuff. And then we also do the emergencies that come in, during the night, because we are animal control. We're the adoption wing of animal control
Oh,
here in Virginia Beach.
know that.
So our animal control officers enforce the laws, which is no stray cats in the city of Virginia Beach.
really?
There
I
is
did
a
not
law.
know that.
There's a law against free roaming cats. If you can't keep them in your yard, they're not authorized, and we will pick them up.
Oh, wow.
And once we pick them up, we hold for 5 days if they have no identification on them, or we'll hold for 10 days if they have a collar or a microchip. And then if nobody claims them, we put them up for adoption.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Mhm.
What's your name again? I forgot
Marsha.
to ask.
My name is Marcia.
Thank you for doing
Marcia,
this.
you're welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you much.
Being on the road.
Hi.
Sitting in his arms.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up? You.
Girl.
Aww.
And the cat looked at me and says, I know you love me, but I'm his. I just look on her face.
Yep.
I said, okay, and she really was his.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. And he just loved her, and she finally got.
With this one right here.
Hello.
Hello.
Kidneys went and stuff, and the truth is crying, you know.
Hello. 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 You're a big kitty. Yes, you are. You're a big kitty.
Hi. You are big, but you are cute.
You're eating.
So Kara's here,
Hi
so
there.
I may
What's up?
not stay as long
What's
all
up?
right, if she's going to be here all day.
He's needing you. He likes you. Hi.
Cat up there. He's not really. Oh, and down he goes.
Hi.
He's attracting the camera.
You.
I think this one's a film star.
No?
Hello.
No play?
I got Kitty in my lap.
Yeah.
Hi, Kitty. Cute. Oh, hello. Yes,
He's a
I will
sweetie.
pet you. He is a sweetie. Oh. This cat, he's like, film me. Oh.
I'll come over here and I'll love you. He likes you.
He's
Can
like,
you throw me the GoPro?
Yeah.